Hello and welcome to Sideshow's First Look. Today we're looking at Zombie Deadpool, the 6-scale figure by Hot Toys from Marvel's Zombies. The box is a classic magnetic book design. The outside is done with a raised print in a dot style, giving it that comic book look. You're going to have Headpool there on the side, and right here the 4 blue cuts are done actually in a recessed style. It opens up to a classic window box design and an entire story of what happened to Zombie Deadpool. Now let's take that tray out of the box and show you how it's all laid out. All right, here's the tray layout. Connected to the top tray cover is going to be this tray here. It's going to have your swap out hands, your weapons, as well as foam pieces that are going to be used to create the comic theme backdrop. That backdrop is going to be underneath the main tray. Inside the main tray, that fantastic figure, 2 dynamic stands, Headpool, Squirrelpool, swap out faceplates, and additional eyepieces. The tray is unpacked and here are all the pieces laid out for you. You have your Zombie Deadpool, the interchangeable hands and eye plates, Squirrelpool, Headpool, a swap out faceplate, an arrow that attaches to the head, katanas, sheath for the katanas, his famous pistols with a removable magazine, dagger, grenade, you're going to have a dynamic stand, and then this additional dynamic stand that is used with Headpool. Right now, let's take a look at that head sculpt and the design of the costume. Here is that gruesome head sculpt. Now, out of the box, it is going to come with the bulging reddish eye sculpts. You're going to be able to push on those to swap out those. You also are going to have the swap out lower jaw. But take a look at how the mask is shredded, aged, burnt, incredibly weathered. The open mouth there, kind of the wet teeth, gouges all throughout the skull, all around the back, and into the neck, all around the side here as well. When you remove that lower jaw, you're even going to see that it's detailed underneath there. Working down, we're going to see that rib cage, and it is wet and gory in both sides here, stitched and stapled together here, and some real dark, dirtied look around here. You're going to see that it's been ripped apart, and this is die cut there, revealing the bicep very bloodied as well as the forearm. You're going to get that great texture. Again, that dark color that you had here on the chest area is going to be on the arm areas as well. Here again, shredded even down into the gauntlets there, part of them fully gone. Deadpool's logo on his belt here. You're going to have the grenade holder as well as his pistol holder right here. Moving down, we get into the thigh here. Again, some of that very gruesome design. Be cautious when you're moving these around. When you do articulate and bend, you'll see that it actually moves inside the fabric. So be cautious around there. On the other leg, you're going to have more of his ammo pouches and the other holster for his other pistol. You're going to see that great, again, zombie look done on the palms. And that's going to be done on all of them. This kind of the zombie gesturing. You're also going to have hands for gripping his weaponry. Down on the legs, you see that the one is shredded and half of the boot is missing. Incredibly bloodied and yet wet and bone poking through. Now, when you do move this joint here, be cautious of that fabric. And then you have Deadpool's famous boots right there on the boot there. The holster for his dagger. There you have that great Deadpool tread. You can see that attention to detail to the weathering is all the way down the back of the figure as well. It's time for points of articulation. Head articulation on Zombie Deadpool is going to be ball jointed up here as well as down in the neck, giving us a lot of range of motion to be dropping forward and turning to the side. Go down here to the shoulder. We can go straight out to the side. Now the articulation for the arm is going to be right here at the bicep. It does have a 90-degree bend, also allowing that bicep to turn and twist. And you have a traditional wrist peg right here on the hands. Let's move those arms out of the way and talk about the torso. Now, to have a cool zombie look, you're able to really drop to the sides for that wild zombie walk. Your forward crunch is going to be down here along the waist and right about 3/4 of the way down onto the chest. For our back, we can really arch the back there as like so, and we're able to give good twists to both sides as well. All right, down here to the hip joints. You can go pretty far. You're only restricted by the fabric of the suit, but you can go very, very far out. You're going to be able to twist the legs. As I said, when you're twisting this one here, because of that open area, you're going to reveal more of the gore or hide some of it. But be cautious around that area there. The leg will extend out 90 degrees. Now here at the knee, because you have that cut, you do have a double jointed knee, but be cautious of that fabric there when moving it. Down here, we're going to have a cut boot for the ankle, giving us plenty of range of motion and able to rock in all directions. Okay, time to focus on some really cool accessories. The first set of hands is for holding the katanas and the grenade, incredibly gruesome and bruised knuckles. And another set of hands for holding pistols. You have two more sets of eye plates, more of a traditional Deadpool white eye, and then the bulging white eye version. And these are all going to be done with a magnet that'll attach onto the head. He's going to have two katanas. Now these are plastic, but they have a fantastic paint job. You can even see the wave in the metal there on the edge of the blade, and a great look of the red and black wrapping. Now both of the katanas will slide into the back cross sheath. Now he comes with two of his famous pistols in the red and black. These have a removable magazine showing the individual rounds. It also slides back as well. Great fun detail, and you do get two of these and they slide into the holsters that's on the body of the figure. The back cross sheath for the katanas, magnet on the back that will attach directly onto the figure. He has his dagger and a single grenade. You see the great grip there on the dagger. That will slide into a sheath on the leg. And then the grenade has its own little holder on the belt. You have two halves of an arrow that attach to the Deadpool head sculpt. Schwick written on the front, that is connected to it. It has that bloody and wet arrow tip. And down on the fletching, you get the blood as well on it. Now here's that swap out faceplate. A little bit more of a gnarl to it. We're seeing just how wet and nasty it is and the grimy teeth. You can see in the back it's going to connect magnetically. There is a bit of foam to protect it where it connects onto the head sculpt. And here is Squirrelpool. I've already attached him to the clear display base that's going to come with the figure. It's a proximity piece this way. He's also zombified. You can see that the ribs are showing there. You can see the nasty grin on the teeth, a little matting on the fur. He's got the raised two katans. And there on the back is going to be the sheath. And here's Headpool. You're going to have that clear resin, kind of the spinning propeller look. Great metallic paint job done up here. Got that wet singular eye. You're going to have that gnarled one over on this side here. The entire cowl all scratched and cut and beat up, hanging to the side. Nasty teeth there. The jaw is actually articulated as well. And here on the back, you're going to have that single point, and that is where you're going to be able to use that additional dynamic stand made just for Headpool. Our Zombie Deadpool display base with a hint of the gloss and flat. This is a dynamic stand base. Here is that additional piece. It's going to attach to the display base, and here key in to Headpool. This is the comic-inspired display base that we talked about earlier, fully assembled. Now it comes with multiple foam parts that we're going to allow you to give different levels and different textures and heights to it. It's going to have 3 of these warning tapes, 3 of the caution tapes, and it also has this part that is fully elevated off there, and it'll work with the additional dynamic stand for Headpool. This has been Sideshow's first look at the Zombie Deadpool 6-scale figure by Hot Toys for Marvel's Zombies. For more information about this figure, follow the link below. Be sure to tune in to Unsealed and Revealed, where we're going to have more fun with Zombie Deadpool. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show.